So, hello. Let's see here. Been a while since I've been on YouTube. You can call me early YouTube Spider-Man. Now, obviously speaking, you can't just throw yourself casually on the internet and really expect much good to come out of it. I'm not expecting anything big. I decided I'd just voice my opinions on the One Punch Man community. Who knows? I might just start. I'm probably just gonna start voicing my opinion in this little stupid get up and just have fun with it. So yeah, we're back to early 2000s YouTube. I'm not expecting ads or money. I'm literally just here to voice my opinion. Take it or leave it. I could care more or less. I got a job, so yeah, I'm gonna just be cooking. Now, with that being the case, I wanted to address the overall controversy, and yeah, before you ask, I do have a full costume for this, but yeah, it's not here nor there. I've been waiting for this new season of One Punch Man for like a while now, and I was hoping to be, clean, but however, don't take me for one of those people who are about to just like jump JC staff here. That's not what I'm trying to say. I was like, I watched it. It was fine. I'm not one who's gonna say I'm picky about animation. I am not that intelligent when it comes to those types of details. I've always wanted to be an animator. I draw my own stuff, but it's not professional. I'm not expecting anything big from it. I just do my own books and shit. But like, to make an anime, that's impressive. I was actually told I could never make an anime, so I feel really jealous of them, even in their position. And yeah, no one wants to be in their position right now, don't get me twisted. But I do feel very bad for them. I decided to go through my research. I did my video shit. Should actually Googled what the hell was going on there. $3 million. $3 million to make one of the most highly detailed pieces of anime arc you can pull off. No one else took the deal. They honestly should have. This one company went for it. And yeah, I could honestly say I would have rather no company have gotten it than, like this, because somebody was going to take that L. You can't just say, I'm going to take over this impossible project and make gold from it. To a degree, I think everyone in the studio was pretty well aware that this is going to be not fun. And yeah, I'm a fan of a lot of channels like Anti-Hammer. They're talking like, oh, they had like 6 years to do it. I could see it taking 6 years, but Then I went through other videos. I checked the log. They've been making anime since then. Most of the actual animated stuff didn't start cropping up till like within the last overall year of time. So clearly, we're not working with that much dev time here. I wasn't expecting much. And to be fair, as I said, I'm not an animation critic. I'm not about to say I couldn't tell the stuff was still shot. I'm not that fucking blind. I mean, ignore the fact I got the mask on, but I'm not that blind. But equally speaking, I didn't even notice the guard was still framed when it passed. I was just paying attention to say, hey, wonder how this fight's gonna look. Now, obviously speaking, I'm hoping it'll look good, Expectations ain't that high, but to say it was like a bad experience is inaccurate. It was fine for me. I think a lot of people were been hyped up since season 1 came out, and looking through it, real dream team, big studio, big passion, whole backstory for that. It got like the dream adaptation, knowing the fact that a lot of stuff got rewritten as of recent. And even outside of that whole dream team for season 1, soundtrack, all that stuff was great. That was probably lightning in a bottle, though. Like, obviously, it'd be nice to have like a Mob Psycho 100 instance where every season was like grade A banger, but that particular thing was just kind of like a lightning in a bottle. You'd think for the same person who made Mob Psycho, they would give that type of look to, but no, I guess not. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna blame JC staff for that. Me personally, as like someone who can't animate for jack shit, I'm not gonna pretend I can. If I was new to the studio and they basically said, "Hey, I need you to help animate in a season of Dragon Ball," I'd be. I mean, for starters, I'd be flattered. But second of all, I'd say I'm way too much of a novice for this type of task. And then imagine if they said some weird ass shit like, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't do it, no one else wants to do it because we're giving you a shitty ass salary, and if no one does it, that shit's never being adapted again." It's like, well, I got no choice. This is how I die. So yeah, I would absolutely suck. Yeah, it was just something I was thinking. I was like, yeah, no, I would legitimately hate this. I would legitimately be like, wow, I really have to carry this whole thing on my shoulders. And somebody commented it before, but it's actually ironic that in the manga right now, we're at that part where like Saitama had to defend someone as like, oh no, I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know the manga. Like literal top of class A big celebrity. He had to defend him when he had to go into his monster form to defeat the clown demon. Yeah, I'm shitty with names. I apologize. But Amai Mask, Amai Mask, Amai Mask. He had to go fight off an entire clown monster. He got his powers based on like popularity. Awful matchup for the poor guy. Got his ass beaten to the point where he had to release the monster form to beat the shit out of the guy. Everyone judged him for it. He tried his best, and he knew his limitations. He tried his best, and he still got judged for it. And then Saitama crapped out of nowhere. Next manga thing, he's probably going to be like, hey guys, bro just saved your life. Maybe just be kind here. I would say this is a similar position. But, obviously that's just me. I'm not even showing my mask, so you think I'm going to be like telling a bunch of YouTubers I enjoy watching, hey, be kind to the people you just ridiculed. I'm not going to tell them that. I mean, I could tell them that, but, like, what are they going to do? They're going to look at me like, oh, wow, look at this guy. Not even confident enough to share his mask. Must be an ugly fellow. I've been told I'm just, like, average. So, above average. I'm like 6 to 7 out of 10. Don't expect some type of dream reveal mask. Yeah, I ain't got nothing worth seeing. I look like comic Miles Morales under here. Yeah, I suppose. It's pretty ironic given the mask thing. I mean, ignore all that though. But, yeah, ultimately speaking, I just sort of wanted to make low-budget YouTube stuff for now. I would love to get a career out of this. I got books planned for like my own stuff and no marketing for it. So hey, that'd be nice. But I'm gonna live regardless. And actually, like having a YouTube channel with next to no viewers, I really get to be in that era of YouTube everyone kept hyping up, like the golden age where everyone felt free and stuff. I got no ads. I got no expectations. I'm not expecting the One Punch Man fan to hop in here and be like, "Oh my god, we found a sucker." Oh heck no. You guys ain't gonna tell me nothing. I mean, what would you expect to get out of me? Some freaking tears? No. No. Oh no. But yeah. Let's the director already got rid of his social, so not much you can really undo about that. I ain't gonna tell you how to rewind time. Yeah, I ain't got to probably do that. Yeah, I got to probably rewind time and yeah, I ain't fixed the other shit. You can ignore this video, but going forward, we're all pretty much already expecting this season to not be the best. It's like the shortest season by far, and a lot of people wanted to see that Cosmic Gyro fight. You can literally just see a really cool fan animation of it from what's his face. He's doing that Goku versus Saitama entire fan animation thing. You can just go watch him for that fight. That should hold you over for a hot minute. That animation looks sick as fuck. But I did not. That was not a good example. That was not a good example to bring up for this. But yeah, for this overall season, I'm not gonna tell you guys to just like accept slop, but I am gonna say like now that we're at least all aware of what we're gonna get can we like cool down? Like bare minimum, we're gonna be lucky if we get a season 4 period. So let's just hope this at least is entertaining. Like it's still the same source material. It's not gonna be as clean, but we always got the original. But for this anime, the fact they're already trying to cuck us, it's like we might as well just like throw some pity and just enjoy it for what it is. Like we got so much cool stuff coming out. Like we can't. I know. Like we all wanted it to be good. We all wanted it to be freaking awesome. I would love for Madhouse to take the shit back, but they're not going to. I don't know why. They're probably busy with their own shit, but you know. If we're not gonna get what we want, we can at least be happy we got something at all, you know. That old annoying saying you get told on Christmas is like, you get what you get and you won't get upset because you got something and that's better than nothing. It's like, let's just enjoy the fact we got a season 3 and then I hope we get a season 4 announcement and then we can rip into it. For now, though, let's not make this shit impossible to be adapted for 4th season. Let's not pretend that the mangaka who's writing One Punch Man is in the best spot either. We still gotta address all that stuff with the Ninja Village arc, but we're all fine with that because you know the art's sick as fuck, and even though the real arts are kind of annoying, it's at least over. But we could be a bit more nice to JC stuff. Not Bandai Namco though. I'm not going to be big enough to where they can actually sit me down in a meeting and be like, yeah, bro, we need to talk about this video when you started your whole YouTube career. I'm not going to be big enough for that. And if y'all magically make me big enough for that, it's going to be... yeah, assholes. But for now, thank you for watching. I guess I'll upload some vent videos like once or twice a week, probably around Wednesday. It's mostly just going to be reacting to stuff as it goes down, so... don't expect politics over here. I'm very politically just dead inside. So, yeah, don't expect politics from me. Expect me to just talk about animation and games and stuff. I might mostly bring up videos about stuff I'd want to see, but no one makes videos for it. I have no editing skills whatsoever, and I could go back to Filmo or Go, but then I gotta download clips and stuff. I don't know how to do that. So, for now... just enjoy this low-budget era. I hope y'all appreciate this. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And remember, try to be nice when you could tell somebody's struggling out there. You know, I know it's a really rough time for all fans, but it's not that fun being the one that has to make stuff for fans either. As a person in many fandoms, I can definitely also as a DM, I could definitely say that it's not fun trying to appease people when you got big expectations and not enough to work on it. So for now, let's blame Bandai Namco and hope this studio manages to survive to make it somewhere. Thank you for watching and goodbye.